Shelby, and most recently just returned from a trip to Nashville, and now can carry the title of Nashville Recording Artist. And we've talked about a little bit about it, promoted a little on Facebook, and Scott Shelby is joining us in studio today. Scott, how are we doing?
Good. How are y'all doing?
We are just doing wonderful. And of course, Scott, you hail from Bells, Texas. Bells, Texas is just a little bit out of the way from Creston, Iowa.
Just a little bit. Bells, Texas is actually about 60 minutes north or so of Dallas, just right on the Red River. Basically, it's Oklahoma.
That'd be, okay, so now we've cut it down to we're about 11 hours from here. Why are you in Iowa?
Well, I got a job with Lautner Cattle this spring. My girlfriend and Matt's graphics designer are really close, and kind of word of mouth got me the job riding around with him, selling semen, purchasing calves, and Matt found out that I could play the guitar and sing a little bit, so we started having social gatherings for our customers. Basically, we'd get together and buy dinner, have a few drinks, and play some music, and little did we know how much that would catch on, I guess.
Yeah, it started out as kind of a small thing, but here in the last couple of weeks it's turned into a little bit bigger deal.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah, and talk about that. Obviously, before you came up to Iowa, you're no stranger to the music industry, especially down in southern Texas and Texas area. You've been playing for a while.
Yes, sir. I started I guess playing, just picking around whenever I was about 17 or 18. Played in the church band. I have that story like every musician has, I guess. But then from there, I went to undergraduate school where I played and started putting a band together. And then I played all the way through graduate school with a full band. We toured about 3 or 4 days a week, probably within the 200-mile radius of College Station, Texas, which is where Texas A&M University is. And we stayed busy, had a lot of fun. We did a little bit of recording and things like that, but that was primarily me and my lead guitar player. Downloaded Pro Tools and tried to go about doing it all ourselves. So it was good for us, but we really didn't get into the, I guess, high production level recording that we have recently. So the last few weeks have been really fun, but running around Texas and playing bar scene was definitely very fun too. Fond memories there.
Yeah, definitely. I know most of us that have been to a college town have been into those environments and seen the local performers, and there's a lot of good ones out there, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of a break to make it big. And I guess from your standpoint, hopefully we're looking at that break, right?
Let's hope.
That's right. So talk a little bit about let's talk a little bit about your decision to go to Nashville and how'd that all come about.
Well, believe it or not, we had just played a show that went really well. I got done at like 2 o'clock in the morning and back to the hotel. Matt goes to sleep a little before me every night. Well, anyways, he gets up about 4 o'clock in the morning, ready to start the day, and I just went to bed for a couple of hours, and he shakes me and says, you're going to think I'm crazy, but we're going to Nashville. So we decided to get in a vehicle later that day with our videographer and Matt's fiance, Michelle, and head to Nashville and see if we couldn't put something together as far as getting a CD cut. And I guess we were going to document the whole thing with our videographer. But we got down there and got some really good opportunities as far as just cold walking into the tracking room there in Nashville with Buddy Hyatt. We didn't know much about what we were getting into. We didn't know, really none of us had ever tried something like that before. But Buddy, in fact, only records sessions like, I guess, 1 day out of the month. And we happened to walk in on the exact day and talked him into going a couple hours later that night in the studio with his musicians than he typically does. But thankfully, he was down to do that. And it turned out to be a really good deal.
And of course, getting hooked up with Buddy Hyatt down in the Nashville area. Buddy is pretty well known in working with some of a lot of different artists. And I popped on there and read up a little bit on him. One of the more recent ones he's worked with is Jake Owen, who we're hearing music on the radio right now. So of course, Buddy, he played as well and toured. I saw an interview you had with him, and he toured as a piano player or something. Yeah,
yes, sir. He plays keys and piano.
So he knows what he's doing. He's been around the block, if you will, in the music industry, and has been a great opportunity for you. Now, on with that, obviously, the part of the aspect of recording is obviously you go in and you got to lay down your tracks, and the band. How did that fall into place?
Well, the band. What happens is doesn't mean much to the outside non-musical world probably, but it's called the Nashville number system. And they go through and they listen to your song and they chart out the notes and everything and the cadence and progression. And then you do a rough recording of it, and they sit down and listen to it, and they all kind of collaborate. And from there they go and pick up instruments, and it doesn't take them very long before they can put something together that's better than you could imagine. They do it for a living. They get paid well to do it, and